Hello, everybody. It's been a while. King Reaper here. Changed. We see that weekly boss. We got the power. We got someone who's acting all power hungry. Dcuo Lmao. BTW. Just throwing this out there. You getting butthurt because someone says that they cannot join your raids and stuff like that, and going, "Oh, you could simply leave." You cannot kick people in here. You have no actual power. These chats are not made for specific purposes. They're literally just made for you to have a social circle. And you cannot control people leaving the chat or being part of the chat because someone could just randomly send someone an invite. That's how that works. So if you don't like that, don't make chats. Go make a Discord. At least have some self-respect. But anyways, I'm not here to talk shit about them, even though it's very easily. I'm here to just talk and bullshit. Yeah. So, update. I live in Texas now. Yay! I left to go north. Now, originally it was for somebody, but then, they decided to pull a fuck you to me, so I no longer give a shit about who they are as a person. So, yeah. Yeah, no. You don't break, fun fact. It was painfully obvious that someone broke up with me due to the fact that they wanted to fuck someone else. So, cool. Glad to know that I'm always second option with everybody. So, and that's something. It's not like I'll ever want them back, anyways. Because, yeah, no. Why would I want you back? Alright, yeah. But that's life, You have people who make dumb decisions, and you may have people who make even dumber decisions, like me, who let myself be a part of that. So, yeah. Oh, say to believe, I'm never ever fucking doing that shit again. Yeah, I'll never do that shit again. Well, I could talk my shit. I could start a whole world war or whatever about it. I could care less. Honestly, to tell you the truth. The other day, I was wasting my time anyways, talking to that person. Okay. I am many things. Insane isn't one of them. And if you guys don't know what the definition of insanity is, it's doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different response. And personally, I'm done with that. I'm simply done with that. Talk my shit, I could start my wars, I could pick my fights, and I will do it with a smile on my face, I mind you, because I simply do not care. I simply do not care. Now, me being the sadistic asshole I am, I have the reason. I have my reasons why I act how I act, and I'm glad for you guys to know. Nothing has truly gone on my. No one has been on my radar lately. Things have been quiet, but I did want to talk about a couple of things I've noticed on DC, and it is mainly due to the fact that there's multiple weird shit going on, like multiple people leaving the Creator League. I've noticed that being a situation. Ooh, good news. Guardian DB is gone. Now he's on an alt, but his main account got banned. And the funnier part about it, impersonation. That was the reason why he got banned. Impersonation. So that's hysterical. But a lot of people are leaving the Creator League. Now, a lot of people who are leaving the Creator League, they're a lot of them are really good people. Multiverse left the Creator League a little while ago, but her name is Meta Knight. She just left the Creator League. A lot of people are leaving the Creator League, so they're doing something that is pissing people off. They're doing something that is inherently pissing people off. And that kind of sucks, because that means that there's going to be less people out there, specifically people like Multiverse, that basically talked about new shit that's happening on DC Universe Online before it ever pops up. Now you have to really pay attention, or wait for him to make posts about the forums and shit like that, because essentially what the Creator League is basically they promote the new shit in the game. They promote the new shit in the game. But there's a problem with that. One, in the end of the day, no matter what you do, you weren't able to talk shit about it. You weren't able to give your real opinion on a lot of things, and that's something I've been noticed is DC's kind of been doing that for a while now, where all you have to do is say the good shit. You can't say the negative shit, and if you say the negative shit, you have to be constructive about it and hope they don't notice.
Prepare to take a beating from the unstoppable Captain Cruel.
Now, I've never had that issue. I talk my shit for the sake of talking my shit, and I do it with ease and please. Yeah. And anyone who knows me knows I will tell you my real thoughts on anything. I'll tell you my real thoughts on anything. Like, I've never once been so bitter at something to, all around resent it. Like, anyone who's known me when I talked about the Superman movie knows I've talked extremely positive about it, but right now, I don't like what James Gunn is doing for the DC Universe for DC Universe, or for the movies. One, he's focusing on a lot of people that aren't the main core. I'm sorry, like, when you're building a DC expanded universe, you always start with the foundation first and foremost. You start with Batman, then you Superman, then Wonder Woman. You don't have to do it in that exact order, but you know what I mean. And I get it. He wants to let Matt Reeves cook and do his own thing with his Batman movie and all that. And then he wants to do the DCU Batman. But the problem is Matt Reeves is procrastinating at this point. He's delayed it again. He's delayed the Batman 2. At this point, just say, fuck Matt Reeves. You do your shit, but I'm gonna do my shit now, and I'm no longer gonna delay my shit for you. Especially because they've already established that there's gonna be multiversal movies that are gonna have some significance. But that's kind of how that works, and it sucks. It really does suck. Hey, how much you guys want to bet that I'm gonna get my mass reported? Because apparently, if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, they will, start crying about it. that's basically how life is nowadays. Oh, first thing foremost, I'm just playing on DC for the sake of playing on DC. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm not gonna let you know who ruined my enjoyment of the game. No, that would be childish. And also show a lack of self-respect and self-worth. Yeah. I've known way too many people who've actually done that. I've known way too many people who let just the simplest shit ruin their day.
A group of thugs cold-cocked me. I think they're still in the area watching. Help me take them out.
Easy. It's the 1-2. Fuck you.
Thanks for the backup.
Oh, I need to be somewhat careful of what I say nowadays. Mainly due to the fact is that YouTube, well, granted, YouTube's always been like this, but it's now gotten to the point that it's now spreading on everything else. People are getting to the point, like, social media sites or, like, media places like YouTube, TikTok, so on and so forth. They're getting to the point that they're, like, they will not monetize you if you curse now. It's like, dude, what the hell? Sorry, my favorite word is the same word that Stan Lee loves. And Stan Lee does not cuss. But Stan Lee, the creator of the Marvel Universe, admitted the best, his favorite curse word is the word fuck, because it's the most versatile word out there. It could be a synonym, it could be a verb, it could be a noun. You can use it for any part of your sentence, and it can have just as big as an impact. Like, you can say, fuck you, or you can say this fucking thing, or what the fuck is this? It is a versatile word. It is one of the most versatile words known to man. And it's one of those things. It's like, it's ingenious if you really look at it. But that's kind of how it works. It's, but to also be fair, though, the English language is a dying art form. It is actually a dying art form. No one even
Can I
bothers
catch a
having
break?
a, constructive conversation nowadays. Me, I stopped having I'm guilty of it too, but I stopped having conversations when I know it's pointless to have said conversation. Like, if a certain person texted me, I'm not going to name names, but if a certain person texted me, go, hey, can we have a conversation? I won't answer. I will tell them go fuck themselves. I will tell them to go fuck themselves. They don't deserve to talk to me. They lost every right to, and tell them to reblock me. And if they don't block me, then I block them. I don't like blocking people. Fun fact: I don't like blocking people. I tell people to block me. The reason why is because I want the ball. I want them to have the ball in their courtyard. I don't like blocking people because if I have to block you, that that already says miles of how annoying you are. Personally, no, I don't. Like I said, I don't like blocking people. I don't like blocking people. It's a respect thing with me. I'm hurt. I'm tired. Not completely. I'm not a completely okay person, but I'm alive. I'm breathing. But that's how I am about shit. Alright. Gonna take a quick momentary break. Um, Currently the weather's acting bad, so if power goes up, power goes out. But hopefully it does not. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to my manor and I'm gonna mute myself. But I'm gonna put a stopper between my joysticks, so I don't DC. And I am back, and I'm so sorry for making all you guys dizzy. Anyways. I, for one, don't care what you do in the world, as long as you don't start shit and expect me to roll over and take it like a good little bitch. I have never once been that way ever in my life. I've always been that person that if you act like scum, I'll call you out. If you make a poor decision, I'll call you out. Now, I have self-respect, I have self-worth, I have a mature understanding of what kind of person I want to be, or what kind of person I want to be around. I am not ever going to let somebody ruin my mentality or who I am as a person because they are that pathetic. Granted, I will never ever leave somebody because of bullshit that I can't control, or I'm not going to, use as an excuse to break up with somebody when in all actuality they just want to go fuck some other dude. That was a jab at somebody. That was a jab at somebody. Yeah, no. If anyone has known my experiences with dating, I can give you guys a basic rundown without naming names, but everyone has heard about a lot of my exes. A friend of mine still gives me shit about an ex of mine. Her name started with J. So I'm not gonna say anything more about her name, but essentially, me and her used to be off again, on again, and she used to self-sabotage a lot of things. And now she is pregnant with someone else's kid, and she actually spoke to me a little while ago. I think yesterday. And flat out told me she wish it was me. She wish I was the one that she was having a kid with. Yep. And I've told her I was happy. Told her I was happy with somebody. And then when they broke up with me, then, that was... Now I'm going, oh, well, that was a fucking lie. I guess my happiness was a joke. I guess her happiness was a joke, too. I guess she didn't found any form of happiness with us. Cool. I'm not... Sorry, if you're content and you're happy in a relationship, why the fuck are you ending it? That's no... It's the stupidity of it. And if you're ending it and you're happy, that says one or two things. Either one, you want to fuck someone else, or number two, you want to fuck someone else. And at that point, you can't get mad at anyone making those assumptions because, yeah, you just broke up with somebody for something stupid. And by the way, I am never, ever falling for that shit again. I ain't ever falling for that shit again. I'd rather slit my own fucking wrist than, date somebody who thinks who thinks that they should be breaking up with somebody because of, like, genuine stupid fucking reasons. But, see, I've got my heart broken a couple times. It's, it is what it is. Like, people will sit there saying that men are the heartbreakers in the world. No, women actually known to do significantly worse damage than men. And that is just a genuine truth, because men, for the most part, when they want to build a relationship, they actually try. Men will pick up every piece they can to make sure that the girl of their dreams is having a way better life than they ever will. And when shit hits the fan, if they have the ability to help, they'll try. But now, when you ruin that relationship, you just ruin that man. Because men take it a little more personally than women do. Women, it's like, oh, it's whatever. But with men specifically, it does snap something out of them. Like, fun fact, a lot of the biggest scumbags in the world, like a lot of the douchiest men that people have met, they used to be nice guys at one point. They just got tired of being broken. Oh, hey, Diana, what's up? I'm on live stream right now. Yeah, I should let you know I am streaming right now, so, we all get to be a little respectful. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something. I was gonna talk shit to Brandon about what he texted. I'm not gonna say what he texted about since I am streaming right now. But I wanted to talk shit, but then I realized how insensitive that would be. Good chances I probably would be singing that Christmas song. I'm sorry. I'm in a very asshole-ish mood right now. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be respectful and not say anything. Uh, oh yeah, I went to a Mexican restaurant that specializes in seafood. Yeah, Tried red snapper. It was fried. It was
backup.
amazing. Extremely crispy, but it was still good. I caveman that bitch. Like I was like, screw the silverware. I'm eating this on my bare hands. Oh, I'm also been talking shit about my past relationships, Diana. If Brandon was here, he would actually be able to weigh in with this shit. Oh my god, Brandon's known a lot of my past relationships. He's known too many of them.
A good merchant finds opportunities even in a place like this.
That stunned me. Okay, that's why. Here we go. But yeah, no, Brandon actually has some like actual like big say on like weighing in on my past relationships because he's heard of everything.
The threat of Ocean Master has been dealt with, thanks to you. Nicely done.
I don't know about you though, Diane. I don't know if you heard like almost every shitty thing that I've dealt with in my life, or when it comes to relationships. But also, to be fair, though, I don't think I tell you anything about my past. I don't think I tell you about my relationships. I mean, you certainly have heard me talk shit a couple of times.
Greetings, friend. See any wares you wish to purchase?
I'm assuming you're doing on duty right now. Oh, Hawkman left the league. I just noticed that. I mean, honestly, Diana, if you want to know about my relationships, I will tell you everything. It's not like I will hide anything about it. Especially because all my relationships, it's astonishing that they've lasted as long as they did. Yeah, that's fair. Brandon, on the other hand, he's a nosy Nancy. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And I am now back. Sorry, I was in a fishy situation. I think I could classify myself as a horrible friend. Accurately, yes. That makes most amount of sense if I could sit there and say I'm a horrible friend. There's a difference between being a horrible friend and then being like an actual shit person. I, oddly enough, for the most part, is the latter. I've never been like a truly terrible person. But I've done my fair share of shitty things to people. It means more in the lines of like I said, I've done my fair share of shitty things to people. Partially due to the fact that they've deserved it, but also at the same time, I, by all means, have never been a good person. And that's not self-loathing, it is self-understanding. I know what kind of person I am, I know what kind of person I'm going to be for the rest of my life, but I also know that it is what it is. Now, am I going to ever use it as an excuse to be mean to people? No. Possibly, but no. I might hop up, I might show off the stream here. I got nothing to really talk about. I mean, I already said what I needed to say, and it's like the only thing you can really do as of this moment because, unfortunately enough, I don't have a. Still job hunting. That is a pain in the ass. And the moment I no longer have to job hunt, will be the better. But But anyways, I am cutting the stream here. Do 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 do. Peace.